There you go. We are live, people. We're live. We just gotta double check that everything's working correctly. Give us 1 second. Let's see.
I gotta trust the computer.
You gotta go. Yeah, you check on Facebook. I check on the YouTubes. So we're live
Facebook
in.
is good.
We're live in Facebook.
Do.
We should be live on YouTube, hopefully. There you go. We're live. Happy Wednesday?
Happy Wednesday.
Dang, I'm lost.
What is this?
Happy Wednesday, family. I hope everything is going well with you guys. It's been a very interesting week so far.
Yes.
Sorry, we're just trying to settle in over here. We just came from another meeting, so our apologies. So, Mary, what's going on?
Hi, Mary.
Give me 1 second. How you doing, Mary? How's everybody doing? Okay.
Hope everybody's doing well. Thanks for joining us.
Man, I'm
sorry we're on a different day and a different time.
I'm still trying to adjust to the time. This 3-hour change killed me a little bit. Jay Wilson.
Hello.
We love you too. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'd be better if I was in Florida.
It's hot still.
Still humid. It's raining.
As usual.
It's raining. Anywho, guys, we got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about today. We just landed yesterday. Cecilia, how are you? We just landed yesterday from California. It was a very good trip, full of excitement, lots of things to share with you guys. We are basically, I think I counted it, in 10 days we did 22 videos. I am so proud of this whole family because I push, and sometimes I know I drive them insane, but
sometimes.
Sometimes. So a total of 22 videos in 10 days. That's including from the moment we started Halloween Horror Night. Aloha, Jax. Hardest working family on YouTube. Thank you so much. Aloha, Jax Steven. That's my goal. The people recognize that we're the hardest working family. But hey, it's not hard work if we're having fun, man. I will not change these 10 days for nothing in the world.
No, it was cool. It was fun.
From the minute
it's a lot of work, but it was fun.
From the minute that we started Horror Nights,
oh my gosh, Horror Nights.
We went hard, walked over 30 miles in 3 days. It was outstanding. Tasted the most disgusting food items that I ever tasted in my life. With over Universal with Steven next to us and Mary.
Yes.
I wouldn't have it any other day, any other way. I'm sorry. It's been amazing. Then we went to California. So tomorrow you guys gonna see a video of our trip. Spoiler alert: we barely recorded anything because we barely made it to California.
Almost didn't, guys.
I'm not going to spoil the videos. I want you guys to understand we almost got stranded here by our vehicle overnight. So it was insane, but we made it. Then we went to Universal Studios, Hollywood, in which we had a blast. I mean, Universal Hollywood, it is, hopefully you guys seen the video. I mean, this video is the longest video that I think we ever posted in YouTube. 50 minutes long. It was over an hour and 40 minutes by the time that of raw clips. And I was able to maneuver it around to 50 minutes long. And it's still long. I get it. But the amount of information, the amount of experience that we share in that video, it is well worth it. So for those that cannot make it to California, Hollywood, California, This should give you an idea of how everything goes, and also what are the difference between Hollywood and Universal Orlando. And that's what I basically want to talk to you guys about. I want to talk to you guys about Universal Studios Hollywood Horror Nights, as well as D23. And we got a lot to talk about on D23. So I hope more people join us. If you haven't done so, make sure you smash that like button on YouTube, because YouTube needs to know that we're here and that you guys are here and you're liking us. So basically, I'm gonna start. Well, let the ad roll. Mary said the HHN video was great and makes me want to plan next year to Cali trip. Yeah,
you should.
We highly encourage anybody to go to HHN in California, because it's a different beast.
I think if you're gonna do both, come here first and then go to California. Because I think if you go to Cali and then come here, you might be disappointed with what you get here, just because of the amount of scares I think that you get in California versus the ones we get here.
Well, let's start with how they manage their tickets. For example, the way they manage the ticket, we have one ticket only. I don't have to deal with one express and one regular ticket. So I like the fact that I haven't combined. So that was a lot easier. Then we're walking the scare zones. And guys, let me tell you, their scare actors, they don't hold back. I mean, I would think that they will hold back with Kal-El. Nope. Look at that. And that's just a slight example, but a lot of the scare actors were chasing Kal-El and Kyla mostly, for whatever reason. And any scare actor, rather, whether it's in the scare zone or in the haunted house, they get in your face. So like this dude, like, look at this. So they get in your face. It is no joke. This is not Orlando. They have, dude. Thank you, man. Orlando has legit toned down. Orlando has legit toned down their horror night.
It was scary.
This thing was scary. And I'm not saying this because I want to put down Orlando, because you all know how much I love our horror night. But you want to know the differences? That's the difference right there. They get right in your face. Like if they have a weapon, you could feel the weapon going like that. Oops, right on your face. It's no joke. If they see you scared, they chase you. I mean, they're breathing on you. It is insane. Difference number 2 is Hollywood. They want you with cameras over there. It's like they are asking you to take pictures. Spoiler alert, no scare actor will pose for you. They keep moving for whatever reason. They keep moving. It's very, very different. So Mary said, okay, I have 2-part question. Do you think now that you have seen both HHN opening that in Orlando, they are doing themselves a disservice by having more houses and scare zones? They're not doing a disservice. I believe that they're actually toning it down too much.
Yeah, I think the Universal here is bigger, so they have the space to do that many houses and scare zones. They just need to get more in your face. It reminds the Hollywood, the Halloween Horror Night at Hollywood reminds me of the old Halloween Horror Night here in Orlando, where people get up to you, really scare you, get really up close.
Yeah.
Where they don't do that anymore.
Carol say, hola, hi Carol. Hello. Loving your video. Have you guys thought about doing some videos in Spanish? Might help you guys open to a bigger audience. Thank you, Carol. Yes, we have considered that. We have actual Karen and I have an actual channel in Spanish. We never advertised it because of time. It's a conversation that continues to pop up here and there.
Almost
in a weekly basis, but our schedule is so hectic. Just with this channel that it has basically put the stop on us. That's something that in the near future. Honestly, Karen and I want to pursue. However, we know a lot of great content creators in Spanish that I will highly recommend. And I trust them and their information and all that. But yeah, that's something that we're not gonna say no. We're still conversating on more so on how we're gonna make it happen. It will be something that both of us need to be participant of that, but also we also have to take care of the kids as well, because like right now kids are doing homework. Yeah, they went to play last week, but they did homework in California and now they're catching on more over here.
Yeah.
But thank you. I appreciate you loving the videos, and I appreciate your suggestion. Could they be by doing the above by stretching themselves thin and therefore unable to provide the same level of scares as you saw in Hollywood, or attention to additional details? So you saw that. Yeah, it could be. It could be. So we're talking about 5 scare zones over here, 3 scare zones over here in Hollywood. I'm sorry. 10 haunted houses in Orlando, 8 haunted houses in Hollywood. This is the Llorona.
La Llorona.
La Llorona. What was that? What was the actual title of the La Llorona?
La Llorona.
What? Just the La Llorona? I don't remember. I can tell you right now, this has been the creepiest house that they have in this horror night. I mean, there was only one scene over here that I wish they wouldn't done, but that's just like my personal opinion. But we talked to many people, and a lot of people agree that La Llorona is probably ranking 1 and 2 over here in Hollywood. The cool thing about Hollywood, they let you film. Mm-hmm. They're not as okay, don't do this, don't do that, like here in Orlando. So they want you to film and look at that, Now, is it hard to film? A person like me who's never used to film inside a house, then I'm anticipating their movement. So I want you, this is the scene that I would just take away.
Yeah.
If you leave it out to me, where there's children dead in the water. The only reason why I'm showing it because I want to show basically, because that's the story of the Llorona. That's what it says, Basically, she
the weeping is La Llorona, the weeping woman.
Okay, yeah. So basically, she kidnapped them in their nightmares and then drag them to the lake. That's what they do. So the amount of things they do.
She drowned her children and then drowned herself.
Exactly. So that's the reason why you will see that scene with the kids. Let me see. Did I cover all the questions? Mm-hmm. Yes. So that's La Llorona. I don't want to spend too much time over there. La Llorona. Then am I still in the Llorona? No. Now I'm in the Hollywood hotel. Right?
Hotel from how?
Is that how it's called?
Universal Horror
Hotel. This one, was okay. I mean, good, scenes, good graphics. So what it is obviously, as you can see, it has a lot of, demonic things. People got possessed and they believe kind of like bad spirits took over the hotel. So, still good. Then Orlando, Mary, if you're watching, this is what you're about to encounter. If you can make it, starting on September 16, depending, I guess, selective dates. That's what they say. That's where they're gonna be showing that. I didn't film the castle. I know you might have filmed a little bit.
I filmed, but it might be on your phone. Yeah, my phone kept running out of memory.
Yeah. So, anyways, So this
you
is
can't
where
record when you don't have memory.
This is where you're gonna see the Death Eaters. That Death Eater didn't like me saying that they were using what was it? Some kind of spell. He came after me, but see, my bad. So there you go. That's what you get to see for the first time in the history of Hollywood. That the Death Eaters took over Hogsmeade. So this is what's coming effective September 16 in selected nights here at Island of Adventure with the projection of the castle. So that part looks pretty neat. Now, I'll be honest with you, the last time I saw the Death Eaters was like years ago in IOA. Um, I don't know if they do it this way here anymore, but if it was done that way, it was creepy as hell.
Yeah.
I will not lie to you. At one point, I was like, this does not look like Hogsmeade.
Yeah. Well, they made it very obviously. Hogsmeade is very dark to begin with, and then they had a lot of fog and a lot of those bright lights, so it was interesting for sure.
So Cecilia's excited. She's gonna be there.
She'll be here.
I may be getting to Orlando in the morning, 9:30 now instead of evening because I couldn't give up the entire day at the park. Yeah, I mean this area, and then as you can see the projection over here on the castle. Now we're gonna be there hopefully on Friday night, capturing the Death Eater, and we'll see the difference. So that's the cool advantage of being able to see both parks. So now we're gonna be able to definitely compare. Then from here we move to this house, which was this the Scarecrow?
I believe so.
Yeah. This was Scarecrow the Reaping. This is an old house here in Orlando that they actually brought to Hollywood. This was one of our top favorite houses. It was freaking insane. The amount of details, that part was disgusting when you're going through guts. I don't know if you guys are realizing the amount of like scare actors that jump into our faces. You see how they just come forward. Normally they just do here and then back off. Over here they keep moving forward. They get in your face. They breathe. They chase you. The other thing I like about Hollywood was that they use over here in Orlando. They do it as well. What they actually use a how do you call that? A distraction, right? But they use that distraction, and then one person comes from this side, right? In Hollywood, they use that distraction. A person comes from this side, and from the back.
Yeah.
You're being attacked everywhere, at least the day that we were there. And I was like, holy smoke, if they were to do that at home, jeez, that would be
there was
terrifying.
Houses that Carlos didn't know where to go. Like he was like,
yeah,
like he'll go one side and then he'll try to go to the other side.
I didn't even know where to turn at one point. And this is me, like I'm not even looking through the camera. I mean, as you can say, whoops, that was bad editing from my part.
Way to go.
So
you're fired.
Well, I mean, when you're editing at 2 or 3 in the morning after 24 hours or so of being awake.
I was sleeping.
Yeah, of course you were sleeping. So that's how you screw up. But anyway, basically it got so overwhelmed that I stopped looking. I'm like, okay, one is coming from here and I'm trying to move because I'm being attacked everywhere. So that was Scarecrow the Reaping. Then after that we go to Halloween. Now Mary, you've been with us in Halloween. You know the scene in Halloween, basically in Orlando. That scene is inside the closet. I personally like our Halloween better than this one because our Halloween follows more the traditional movie. So, for example, the spoiler alert for those who haven't seen it. Here, you know how he dresses up like the clown and he kills and all that. Over there, they use like a doll all up in the stairs. So I was like, no, that's a classic right there. So I like our classic Halloween better than this one. Now, these I wish they would do here in our house where they had a detective shooting.
They did.
I don't remember seeing him.
They do.
Now, this part was freaky. This part was better than here at home. You see how they're popping out of nowhere? Because there are more Michael Myers that are in here. So you see how in every turn you face somebody. So that part I give it to. I like the story per se. I like it here. The scare actor, I like him more over there. Now, guys, let's talk about the terror trap.
Best thing.
Whew. So the terror tram is interesting. So the terror tram, for the most part, during the day is the behind the scene tour. So now they use the same concept. They just go the opposite way, and it talks about a clown they took over, and basically we're legit walking through the Bell's Motel, Bates Motel. I'm sorry, that's legit the Bates Motel. So you're walking through the whole entire town. DJ's telling, "Oh, well, we gotta move." That was the funniest thing. So like he's jamming over there and he's telling us to move. So as you're walking through that town, the clown and his friends have attacked everybody in town. That's our friend Michael and Jessica from the Grim Life Collective. If you guys are not following them, you should. Very good friend of ours. That was a cool thing too, that we went to Hollywood, we met up with friends, we met new friends, we saw other viewers. So there you go. Normally you will see him, Norman, in the tour, but you cannot take picture. He was out there taking picture. This is the second section before you walk into Jupiter Claim. So I'm just gonna go straight to that point, because Jupiter Claim is like, so, which by the way, you don't get to do this during the day, just so you guys know. So you walk into Jupiter Claim and then you find Oz. So they did a combination of Oz with Nope, which is the creepiest thing that you can find, because once the aliens start flying over,
look at that. That's so cool.
That was the creepiest thing. I remember they had it here in one of the houses when she used to do that. But then you start hearing. This is not a joke. I'm telling you. Look at that. If you start hearing the sound, when you hear that, it's like the character from Oz are connected with the aliens from Nope. It is the creepiest thing. Now watch. Oh no. This by far, guys, was everybody's favorite. Look at that. Let me lower it before I get it out. Oh my. What in the... You see that? So everything is like that. So those characters from YouTube TV has unlimited boo to that.
Don't boo the ass.
Oh, hey, listen, they're not under me. So it's incredible. Basically, at that point, those characters are like connected. You have watched the movie Nope.
What is happening? There's this theory because these movies are made by the same director that they're all connected. So when all the lights turned off, when the spaceship came by, you saw all the us characters going like that. So maybe this is their way of saying that they're all connected.
They're possessed by aliens. Wow. Look at that. Wow. Okay, I'm leaving. I am. Now watch this, guys. And I have clips of this on my phone too, and I watch it all the time. Because it's like, look at that. Every time they hear that sound.
But the funny part, Carlos pointed out, the little air things up there, those go down.
I know.
And then they come back up.
Look at that. So now they go back to normal. I mean, shout out to those characters. Look at that. Shout out to those characters that do that. Like, what is happening? I was without a word. It was insane. These by far was one of my favorite parts in the entire event.
That's amazing.
I mean, like, I talked to, again, Michael, Jessica were there. Mando from Five Fire was there. We all talked. We were like, what in the world is this? Like, we weren't expecting none of that. So that was the Nope and all section. Now, this was a Monster Collide. This, according to the Universal Creative Team, this is like the second part, the continuation of what we have over here. So basically, it's like you were kind of like in a museum, pretty much. And the monster has come alive. But the storyline was a little bit different than ours. So which one do I like? It's kind of hard because they're both done very well. Sometimes, depending the scene, I feel like ours is better in here. But sometimes, depending the scene over there, some of the scenes are better than ours. So
I think ours concentrate a lot in the mummy, per se, where the one in Hollywood, depending on the area, it gave tribute to Dracula, to the Wolfman, and to the mummy. Where I feel like ours is mostly the mummy.
Right.
I mean, it's still amazing, and it's still like the props and everything inside are amazing.
I like them both.
Yeah, I like them both. I can't really.
Now let's talk some Killer Clown. So Killer Clown.
It's Killer Clown.
It's Killer Clown. So unless that you are a fan of Killer Clown and the movie like Kaleo, then you're really gonna love the Killer Clown. It looks like, I want to say it was like 95%, if not more, similar to the one that we had here in Orlando. So not a lot had changed. So, but it's one of those kind of like silly, kind of funny horror houses. So that's what Killer Clown was. If you're just joining us, smash that like button if you haven't done so in YouTube. And if you're brand new around here, make sure you subscribe. Become part of this family for more content like this. Now, this part over here,
cool.
It was, for me, creepier than the one here in Orlando. Now, let's talk some Weekend. So, the Weekend, for me, in Hollywood, I like a lot better.
And ours is good.
Our Weekend is phenomenal. This Weekend, though, because they use their scenes completely different. The songs are a little bit different. The amount of scary actors are more than here. Again, we're judging Orlando for the first night and second night. This was opening night at Universal Hollywood, but we feel that they actually brought it. So we had similar scene over there, but as you can see, the amount of scare actors and how they jump on you and all that is legit much better. Even this scene is a little bit crazier compared to the one in Orlando. Even the scene, this one as well, is crazier. So they go more scary actors than here in Orlando. I like this version of the Weekend, even that with that saw, better than here in Orlando. However, Orlando still the top three, houses. So if you were for somebody like Cecilia who hasn't been here, you're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah, don't skip out on that one.
Yeah, don't go around thinking that because we show you this now it's spoiled. No, it's a complete different experience when you go through the house versus watching it in the video. So, but definitely a lot better, not a lot better, a little bit better than the one in Orlando, because I don't want to batch ours.
No, ours is good.
Ours is pretty good. Yeah. I mean, the Weekend was one of those houses that if I go to HHN and if I had the opportunity to do every time I go to here in HHN, right, I will do it over and over.
I would love to do that.
Because it's pretty cool. That part over there was disgusting. So that's the Weekend for you. Then we decided to finish the night because it was almost at the entrance backlash the exit with Blumhouse. Now, right off the back, that's completely different than here in Orlando. Our freaky part in Orlando sucks. Now, this one is worth it. We feel that they combine they're freaky. Plus our black phone, it would have made the best Blumhouse horror Blumhouse. What the heck is wrong with you? You
I know, right? You just showed up.
All you needed to do show up like us.
Yeah.
So 100% better, much better in the freaky section.
This scene was so cool.
That scene was cool.
We don't have that back.
We don't have that scene over here in Orlando. 100% much better. This freaky than here in Orlando. Now their Blumhouse, their Blumhouse is a little bit less deep. No, Blumhouse. Sorry, their black phone is a little bit. I love that part too.
We have that back.
Me too.
But their black phone is a little bit toned down compared to ours. Our black phone was insane.
Yeah, like you said, I feel like they should have mixed their freaky with our black phone, and that would have been like the perfect house.
I think if they did, it would for sure be top.
I like that part.
That part is better.
Hollywood better.
That part is better because in ours don't stand.
Unless they changed it, because we went opening night. Like for ours it was a mannequin.
But why isn't he an actual person? Like I don't like how they made Finn
and then
mannequin. It's like they had to choose one or the other.
So Mary agrees with you, Kyla, on the spoiler alert on what was in ours at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, my face is like that. Sorry.
Because that's your face.
Because it's super late.
That's your face after being up for
getting scared for so long. Anyway, so in conclusion,
Bye, people.
Bye, people. Have a good night.
Our Universal Studios in here, even though it has more than Hollywood, it needs to be what it used to be. They kind of like tone it down way too much to the point that it's like it's not even terrifying.
No.
That's what we feel. I mean, when our kids are telling me, hey, or telling us, Mom, Dad, I'm scared in here.
Yeah.
Like,
from the moment we walked in, like from the first like scare zone, they were already like freaked out.
I haven't heard Kyla telling me I'm scared in a while. Like in a while. They haven't said that from our horror nights this year at all. No. At all. So that should basically give you the idea of how intense their horror nights is compared to ours.
It's good. It's cool. They loved it.
So I highly encourage anybody that if you can make it this year, go ahead and do so.
If not planned for next year because it's definitely worth it. I mean, and if you could do it, do both. Honestly, I already told Karen if we can afford it, I would love every year to do both coasts. Yeah.
I had a blast. We basically enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
We basically enjoyed it. Hopefully, we will not have we will be more awake.
Maybe we can get there the day before we go. That way we can actually rest and then go.
So anyway, that's our experience for Universal Studio Hollywood. I cannot wait to come to ours. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I miss ours.
We miss it, yeah. Because I already asked, when are we going back to
I've been seeing people posting pictures and all that. And I'm like, man, I want to go back. But anyways, going back to ours, I don't know if you guys have seen our review, but this probably has been like the most disgusting food that we have ever reviewed thus far. Mary was part of it. Aloha Jax was part of it that day. We did try, I think, every single item. No, we tried this one, that one, that one.
We didn't do the hard because that's like gummy that we've had in the past.
This sour gummy it's okay.
It's not good.
We have tried it in the past. We didn't try this because it's similar to over here. We went with this because it was chicken, and this is a Bloody Mary, and none of us like Bloody Mary. But this disgustingly enough, believe it or not, all of us enjoyed this one, which is raspberry Rice Krispie treat.
It was good.
Don't ask me to try this garbage anymore. Like,
I don't really know why we bought it to begin with. But
both Mary and Steven Aloha Jacks were dying laughing when I tried this item, and I honestly wanted to puke. It is so damn gross. And on top of it, because I'm an idiot, as I'm trying it, I'm looking down at it. I'm looking at it, and it grosses me out even more. This is just spicy chicken.
I didn't try it. It was way too spicy. You can smell the spice.
It was good. I enjoyed it. Mary is laughing. Mary said, "Thank you for letting me be part of the review to see the facial reaction." Yeah. I mean,
we all had different faces for
this was not fun at all.
No.
Unless that you're gonna buy, if you want to buy something for a cool picture, then buy yourself that Rice Krispie treat.
Yeah.
What was the name of that, Mary?
The fried zombie brains is the. Oh no, that's the cauliflower. French ground princess. That's a princess. Sweet raspberry flavor.
Yeah.
Rice Krispie treat.
So if you want to buy something gross and Instagrammable, buy the Grand Princess.
Yeah.
And yeah, see, Mary knows that. Buy the Grand Princess, and it's still good. So it's not like you're gonna waste your money. But if you want to buy just to look cool and show your friends and family.
I mean, for that, even buy the heart, which is a gummy, which is not good,
right.
but it's a lot better than the angry bear.
But I would say this because this is more like realistic and kind of gross.
Yeah.
People are gonna, what the heck did you try? You know, and for Instagram or Facebook, that would look awesome. You know. So definitely try that.
Stay away from the angry bear.
But the angry, what was that?
Bear meat.
Oh my God, that was disgusting. So anyway, that was. We have a whole video about it. You're more than welcome to watch it. Moving right along, as I mentioned, Death Eaters appearing in Wizarding World Harry Potter at Universal Studios Hollywood. We already showed you that. And like I mentioned, they will be here as of September 16th. But you see how it's not the same during the day, like during the night?
You won't get the same effect during the day.
You can't.
You have to go at night.
Yeah, I show you the video. You see the difference? It's not the same. But because they have you walking in this dark alley at night, it's even better. But anyways, I haven't done this one in years. Here, so I don't know exactly how they do it. We'll find out on Friday. The only thing I was disappointed with was it didn't like really have much a raspberry flavor, but I'm never against a good Rice Krispie treat and allergen friendly for gluten free.
It was good. Yeah,
I enjoyed it. I thought I was not going to like it. Def, what's up, my brother? The cool case have been putting the work for the past few weeks, keeping us updated and entertained. Great job, my friends, and please take a day off with no camera for mental break. I did today.
Funny enough, our last day in California, we said we're gonna record a little bit. We're gonna go back to the hotel. We're gonna leave the camera, and we're gonna go back to the park. The hotel was so pretty that we just stayed in the resort, and enjoyed the rest of the night. So,
spoiler alert: we have a magical moment. We stayed the last night at the Disneyland hotel. So, of course, you know how it is. We walk to Disneyland. As soon we arrive and walk through that ticket booth, Karen gets the text: "Your room is ready." So we're like, "Oh, we'll go later." Making the long story short, when we got to the hotel, we got upgraded to a family suite on the 11th floor. So we're like close to the Walt Disney suite in front of the Thunder. Was it the Thunder Mountain suite?
The Thunder Mountain suite.
Very close to the Pirates of the Caribbean suite.
Was at the other end, and oh my God, the princess ones were at the other end. So then we were close to the Mickey penthouse.
Right, exactly. So the night that I was gonna go to Disneyland without camera, I said, I am not moving from here. I'm enjoying this room.
There's an Adventureland room, a Pirates of the Caribbean room. the fairy tale suites, and then the Adventure, the one.
Yeah, we never stay on the Disneyland hotel, so we were surprised. So I didn't move. But yeah, you're right, Dev. I'm gonna take a few days off. I got like a bunch of videos still to edit. But anyways, we got wrapped up in so much excitement for this trip that Mary agrees to.
Trust me, we were trying to take the camera away from him every now and then.
I know.
At one time, we went to dinner and he left it, and all of a sudden he goes, "So guys,"
he finished, and all of a sudden he pulls out his phone and decides to start recording
for Instagram.
For Instagram, that's different.
So Kyla,
it's still a camera, and we told you to leave the camera. Might as well grab your phone.
Kyla said that's not leaving the camera.
My bad. But we had a blast.
It was fun. It was a fun time.
All right, why don't we talk about some D23? Woo! D23. So, overall experience on D23, I enjoyed it. It was our first time. Kyla and I had like a daddy and daughter moment where we spent 2 days together.
And they're both still alive. So that's
well, we were geeking out. Kyla, for her age, she loves Disney's history. She loves Marvel movies. She loves Star Wars. I mean, so for me, that was a great experience. To share with Kyla. Saturday was the only day that the four of us were together. So let's talk about. So I should have wrote it down. So I apologize. My thoughts are gonna be all over the place. So, as a family of four, when you buy tickets, what they did this year is that they ask you to sign up to what was the what interested you the most, what panel you want to go the most. So Karen and I signed up for the same thing. However, we were chosen for different things.
Yeah, we're hoping to land on the same stuff.
So what is the disadvantage on that is that, well, when you are selected, the adult, then you could bring one guest. So on Saturday, Karen brings Kalel with her, and then I have a panel that I only bring Kyla with me. So we got split. So I gotta take that survey that they sent me, which I already heard that is one of the longest surveys ever. But I was not a happy camper that as a family that we pay a lot of money, we were already split. Number two, so let's say we wanted to go to the theme park panel. So a lot of people, some people got selected to go to that. So the rest of the people who wanted to go, then they needed to be in standby, which means that they needed to be waiting in line as of 4:30 in the morning, with hopes that you could actually make it to inside the auditorium. So that part already kind of like turned me down because, again, I will have to drag Kyla at that point to wake up super early. Well, I mean, not to disrespect California. We don't know the area. We don't know what happens during 4:30 in the morning. So that was not a risk that I was willing to take. With that said, everything else about the expo, it was a great experience, great history. Got to know a lot of vendors, got to see a lot of great people. Did we get as fans everything that we wanted to? The answer is no. So during Sunday, which was the part that everybody wanted, this was the Disney Parks and Beyond panel. This is where a lot of people kind of walked out of there excited, but some of them, me included, got excited at the moment, but then after that we're like, well, wait a second. I felt like they gave me a whole bunch of lip services. That's what I felt. The reason being, and I'm not taking things away. Number one, I'm excited that Disneyland is finally getting something. So they announced the Wondrous Journey in Disneyland Park. will ignite the wonder in everyone and feature nods to all 60 Walt Disney animation films, which it was good. They also announced that special entertainment moments will also pop up across the resort, including the long-awaited return of Magic Happens, which also was good to hear. And they also said 2 new nighttime spectacular, World of Color 1, and new fireworks short show, which was the one Wondrous Journey, will kick off in January. When in January? They basically said that it's mid to end January. That's what they said. So why I did not enjoy how they were delivering some of the news is because for me they were not being specific enough. So it's coming mid-January. Mid-January when? You have, again, D23 is the largest convention of Disney fans in the world. So you're telling all these Disney fanatics, hey, we're actually kicking off the 100 celebration. This is what it says, beginning in January. Disney 100 Years of Wonder will be the biggest celebration in the history of the company. And that includes new decor, specialty food and beverage, character experiences. So when? I mean, you're not talking to the regular audience that once in a while goes to Disney to have fun, not to disrespect anybody. You're talking to the largest Disney fanatics, and maybe other people that couldn't make it. For example, Dave, I know he's a Disney fan. Michael K is a Disney fan. Just because they weren't there doesn't mean that they are not a Disney fan, but that's your audience. If you're going to talk to people like Dave, Michael K, myself, and all that, you got to tell us when, the what, where, how, and when. This whole thing of Disney just dropping things like that and leave it in limbo and kind of vague, honestly, for me, this is for me, and Karen shares some of my opinion, that needs to end. That's up to certain degrees disrespectful to the fans. That's just my opinion. Okay. Then Josh goes into bringing the creative officer, and they say, okay, let's talk about let's what?
Blue sky brainstorming.
Okay,
what are the possibilities that could come?
Let's talk about what could happen to Dinoland. So we're like, Dinoland. Now, if you guys watch our last live stream before we left to California, we did say something has to happen with Dinoland. Dinoland is dead.
Right.
But you got to give people something concrete. So now we're going to do a brainstorming, a blue sky brainstorming. This is it over here. A special blue sky brainstorming, exploring what is possible when dreaming big at Disney parks. People, you can't do that. That for me is like playing with people's emotion. Now, there's going to be some Disney fans out there that say, well, Carlos, you're being unfair because, you got to understand that these things take time, but then don't announce it.
Right.
Announce it when you have it concrete. Focus on the things that you know is going to come, that it may be in your plans within the 2 to 3 years, and stop talking about your 5 to 10 year plans.
Right.
Because that's going to confuse everybody. So, for example, the last D23 was in 2019, and you were talking about the expansion in Epcot. We're not done with Epcot yet.
Yeah.
How many times have you changed Epcot and you still presented something different in this D23 that you presented the last time? So that's the part that as a fan frustrates me. They did say, and trust me, I watched it there. I watched it on my own, and today I watched it with Karen just to make sure I was not getting confused or I was getting assumptions, so I was just like drawing my own conclusions way too quick. I watched this hour and a half panel for now 3 times. And they continue to say, "Oh, this is the, for example, this is the concept, one of the many concept arts that we have. So why are you showing us that?"
Right.
You know, I'd rather you just say, "Hey, we're planning something in the future for Dinoland, and we'll let you know in the near future." You know, D23 should supposed to be like, "Hey guys, this is what's coming. Be ready." So when they announced the Disney Treasure, the brand new a Disney cruise ship, that's what's coming. I get it, and that gets me excited.
Mm-hmm.
If you're telling me, "Hey, we're kicking off the 100th celebration in Disneyland," rightfully so. Disneyland is the granddaddy of all.
Right.
They deserve it, and to be fair, also, Disneyland deserve a lot of the attention. But here's how I feel Disney screwed up. They go and talk about Toontown, not a darn detail about it. Oh yeah, this is how Toontown is looking so far. Well, thank you for pointing the obvious. You already showed us that already on multiple concept art. Why are you telling me the same thing that we already seen? Michelle said, "Hi, guys. Sorry I'm late today. My youngest son's birthday." Oh, happy birthday. Awesome. I hope that he had a great birthday. Thank you for joining us. So the whole thing about Dinoland and what could happen with Dinoland, it was for me kind of like all confusing. So for example, they say for Dinoland, it could be either Zootopia or Moana. But then one of them says Zootopia makes sense because of the animals. But then the concept art that they show you is a Moana concept art. Then you want to bring Moana, but you're already building something Moana in Epcot. So which direction is Disney going? Or it's like Karen said earlier to me, is this Josh? I had to put it on Josh because he was emceeing the whole thing. Was Josh given the task to kind of like shoot dart blindsided to see how the crowd was going to react, and then say, "Oh, wait a second, they seem more excited about Zootopia than Moana"? Is that where we're heading? Well, so
I mean, I personally think Zootopia makes a heck of a lot more sense than Moana. I mean, I love Moana, but Zootopia is animals. We're talking about an animal park. It would make sense to see animals, characters, in an animal park.
Yeah, and then
that got a lot more fans excited than Moana.
Now this is coming. This article is coming from Disney Parks blog. I mean, this is it. This is Disney. This is not me. This is not WDW. Then this is not Blog Mickey. This is Disney themselves. Okay. Said Chris and Jennifer discuss early concept exploration for Dinoland and Disney Animal Kingdom, and a potential expansion opportunity beyond Big Thunder Mountain and Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World, and even offers some creative what if ideas. I didn't know it would have to be on a brainstorming session.
I really think they're trying to figure out what guests want, and that's why they were shooting at all their ideas or their major ideas to see which one they got more reaction.
In reality, Karen, what I felt, and again, when you're in D23, you're surrounded again by fans. I wasn't inside the panel, so obviously the energy that is inside the panel is completely different than the people who are watching it live, surrounded by other Disney fans, and it's totally the opposite of somebody watching it by themselves at home. The energy is different. So I posted a whole bunch of stuff just in Instagram because I want to keep everybody updated. And after I posted it, I went back and I started reflecting on this, and I said, well, I feel like they're giving me a whole bunch of lip services. So like the fireworks,
you got caught up on that.
Happily Ever After is returning. Okay, that's perfect. People love Happily Ever After. So Do you finally started listening to the fans and giving them something so that way you could pacify, so that way you could throw the what if? And some people may say, well, Carlos, hold on a second. Why are you so negative? I'm not negative, but don't give me plans that are your 5 to 10 year plans. Give me your 2 to 3 year plans. Why we fans who are paying the big money now should expect in the next 2 to 3 years? I feel honestly they gave us a bunch of lip services to just quiet everybody down and then come back, because this is what's going to happen. Come back on 2024 and re-strategize and say, well,
tell us what's really coming.
That's not going to happen. We came back with other concept that we feel is going to present a better future for our parks. You know what I mean? So a land or a villain's land. You know, people have been begging Disney now for the last 5 to 10 years not to build a land of villains, to build a theme park of villain. We actually went to Oogie Boogie Bash, which it was sold out a hell lot faster than Mickey Not So Scary Halloween, because Oogie Boogie Bash is nothing but villains.
Right.
So Disney's not stupid. They know the desire of villains is there. So I go back to the same concept. You're talking to me about the what if ideas of Big Thunder Mountain and Magic Kingdom, a possible expansion. And then you use the word villain's land. But when you actually look at this concept art, people, this is Encanto. Because they presenting Coco, they presenting Encanto, and they're presenting a villain's land. So by the way, what do you guys think about this concept art over here? This is Encanto. This is the casita over here.
Right.
So why? So again, are you using the word villains to kind of like, hey, fans, we're thinking about it, to then let us drop? Because you have nothing in concrete. See, that for me, in my opinion, that's disrespectful to the Disney community. I hate to be negative about it. I'm just very realistic. It seems like D23 kind of caught them off guard, and they had to come up with something to report. Thank you so much. Yeah. That's exactly what everybody's saying. We had to get the moment going. So let's give the fans what they want to hear, and then later on we rectify our mistake. Now they do have.
Right now they don't have a mistake because everything's what if.
The what if.
So now they can really even scrap everything that they say and come up with something completely different.
Remember, we're brainstorming.
We're brainstorming.
No.
Blue sky. We're not really telling you what's coming.
So look at the difference. Beginning in 2024, Space Mountain at Tokyo Disneyland will undergo a transformation that will bring a new story and experience to the iconic attraction. So they already know that on 2024 they're gonna change it. When on 2024?
Begin.
People need to know this, because if people are making plans, we go do the same thing. Remember when a few weeks ago I was like beating Universal hard because people need to make plans? I want to see this, or I want to experience Tomorrowland. So beginning when? Beginning could be February, could be March. Well, how about if I go in January and then you do it in January? So people want to make plan, and I feel like when theme parks do this stupidity, they're just playing with the customer. At Disney Tokyo Disney Resort, Frozen is one of the stories coming to life as part of Fantasy Springs expansion at Tokyo Disney Sea. Is there a park that we want to go in the future, or anybody should make plans to go in the future? It should be to this Disney, Tokyo Disney Sea, to this Fantasy Spring. Based on that, if you go to our day one video, based on the plans that they're showing, there's a bunch of things coming to this expansion. But again, those are concrete. Those are already the market were already produced. The market, the concept art is already done.
All of it done.
So we already know that's happening. And it says it over here, joining the two other stories, Peter Pan and Tangle, plus a brand new hotel integrated right into the park. So we know it's coming. Fantasy Spring will feature several new audio animatronic figures, including Elsa, who sings in Japanese and whose movement syncs with the rhythm of the language. But just so you know, this is the same thing that they do in Epcot.
Yeah.
We saw it that day too. Now this gets me excited. This is a Frozen hotel. So Frozen is also one of the stories that playing a role in the transformation of the iconic five-star Disneyland hotel in Paris. Every guest room and all the communal areas are being rethemed, taking inspiration from classics Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Tangled, and more. So you know now they're going to charge you an arm and a leg.
Princesses are there.
And also at Disneyland Paris, a new Tangled themed family attraction will join the new gardens leading to the new Frozen theme land. At Disneyland Paris, a Frozen theme land will be the major milestone on ongoing transformation of Walt Disney Studio Parks. FYI, this was announced in 2019. So they're concreting now, and they said it was going to happen. But now they're saying now they developed the concept art. And back in 2019, they did say it was going to happen. The World of Frozen will open in the second half of 2023 on Hong Kong Disneyland. Again, not a concrete date. Hong Kong Disneyland will unveil a new statue of Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse near Cinderella Carousel as part of Disney 100th anniversary celebration. Again, when? 100 celebration kicks off in January. Are we going to see it in January? Are they going to see it sometime in March? So I feel like they gave us something and a whole bunch of nothing at the same time. Mickey's favorite teddy bear Duffy is a favorite fan for all three Disney resorts in Asia. Just shared that they're gonna have their new own show in Disney Plus. Shanghai Disney Resort will be the first Disney resort to bring the world of Walt Disney Animation Studios film Zootopia to life. At Zootopia Central Station, guests will find animals going about their daily lives. At the Zootopia Police Department, which doubles as the entrance of the land's new family attraction, that they actually showed it how it's gonna look, and it looks pretty amazing. In the Bahamas, progress continues on a beautiful new island destination, Lighthouse Point. This was announced back in 2018-2019. This new destination is inspired by the stories of the Bahamas. They're not telling us nothing new that we already knew. This one was brand new. For the first time, Disney Cruise Line is bringing the magic of a Disney vacation to families and fans in Australia and New Zealand during the limited time cruises that immerse guests to Disney, Pixar, Marvel, and Star Wars stories beginning on October 23rd. So if you notice, at least we got a little bit of more exact timeline over here. Also, repositioning cruise for the Disney Wonder will be the first South Pacific voyage for Disney Cruise Line, giving guests the chance to experience destinations like Fiji and Samoa. This gets a lot of people excited, which is great. Imagineers have dreamed up of a new design concept inspired of the theme of adventure, celebrating Walt Disney's lifelong love of exploration. The Grand Hall is inspired by the grandeur of mystery of a gilded palace, gilded palace, drawing a real-world influences from Asia, Africa, and paying homage to the far-off of
Far-off Agrabah.
Yeah, and they talk about at the center of the signature statue will feature Aladdin, Jasmine, and the magic carpet. This is great news as well. Breaking the sixth ship in the Disney Cruise Line fleet, the Disney Treasure will set sail in 2024. This is exciting, but let's hold that thought for a second. However, they just opened or released as of July Disney Wish, and Disney Wish has not even been completed yet. Meaning doesn't like is fully functional per se, but it doesn't have every single thing, everything that they offer is not functional at this point. It's not 100% functional because they still working on it. So you got a lot of dissatisfied guests, believe it or not, because a lot of people liked it. Some people love it. Some people are saying, it's not the best thing. Some other are saying this is very expensive and you're not even giving me the full experience yet. Now you're talking about a brand new ship when you haven't even completed this one, or you know what I mean? So that's a little bit concerning. I mean, are they pushing this? Are they being too aggressive in pushing this Disney Treasure, or they're truly trying to open that new island in Bahamas, so they have to come up with an excuse to open it with a brand new ship, which I don't understand why, because at the beginning, at one point, they said that the Wish was going to go to that new island. So technically speaking, they don't need this like right away. You know what I mean? So again, this is Disney developing things too fast or not too careful, especially when the Wish is getting a lot of mixed reviews. It's getting so many mixed reviews that Karen and I right now are not fully convinced whether we're going to go on our trip in November or not, because I keep hearing a lot of mixed messages. And for the amount of money that we're paying, I want my full experience. Right. So I'd rather just cancel that trip and hold it maybe when it's fully developed, or don't go at all.
Right.
You know.
Go another different.
Yeah, and I'm at the point now that I'm not even watching videos from people that were invited by the media. I want realistic videos, because I compromise with all of you to give you nothing but honest review. Honestly, if you are not running a ship at full capacity, you shouldn't even be talking about this one yet. Or you should push it to 2025, something longer.
It might get pushed.
If you open it earlier, even better. You know what I mean? But now this is the part that made me laugh. So Josh goes on stage and say, "Oh, how many times have you heard about Tron? How many times have we talked about Tron?" Well, let me tell you something. I was able to experience Tron, and I'm happy to announce that Tron is opening on spring of 2023. Dude, you ain't telling us nothing. I mean, hello? Tron?
Spring 2023.
What is spring of 2023? As far as we know, Magic Bands Plus were supposed to be released on spring of 2022 and didn't make it until late summer of 2022. So again, we go back to, I feel like they're not being completely transparent with us, and they're giving us a lot of information at the same time that a bunch of nothing. So when he said Tron, the crowd went crazy. Greg was like, "Yeah, finally, spring of 2023. You should see everybody." Oh, everybody started looking at each other and like, shoot, and I didn't have my camera on. I would have just killed for have a footage like that. And people were, and again, the people in the auditorium, they're like, "Oh, whoa." People they were around me, they were like, "Well, wait a second, but why not a specific date? Why are they keep delaying this thing?
And why spring?
Why spring 2023?
Aren't they like done with it?
The guy is legit showing us that he's writing the thing with employees. He's saying that he's written it more than once. Why in spring of 2023? What the heck is going on? So Michelle said, if he just wrote it, why is it taking so long to open to the public? It makes no sense. Your guess is as good as mine. Now, this got me excited. The Haunted Mansion, the Hatbox Ghost will materialize in 2023 in Magic Kingdom. People have been asking for this for the longest. You ought to hear everybody clapping and celebrating this.
But still, 2023. They didn't give you a date.
Now, Remember, 2019, we talk about Epcot. Everything was Epcot. Everything. This inspired Moana land over here, or concept art had changed like multiple times. Journey of Water, inspired by Moana, will open in late 2023, inviting guests to follow the story of water on the planet inspired by Moana's connection to the ocean. So you brought this in 2019. You're already behind the date of construction because of COVID. But then you want to go in front of everybody and have a brainstorming session about what you're doing with possibly with in Animal Kingdom, Dinoland, and Magic Kingdom. This is the part that gets me confused. So again, 2019, 3 years after, almost 4, that's still not done. This is still not done. So again, are you giving me a whole bunch of lip services? So, hello, my friend. Good morning to you as well. At Walt Disney World, a new nighttime spectacular plan for Epcot during Disney 100th anniversary celebration. This new show will debut later next year, continuing the park's legacy of inspiring nighttime entertainment at the World Showcase Lagoon. Also, the next major milestone in Epcot multi-year transformation will include the completion of the World Celebration neighborhood in late 23, feature a new statue of Walt called Walt the Dreamer. So, here we go again. Late 2023, something that it was basically spoken about back in 2019. Not only that, they're talking to us about a new nighttime spectacular. So what they're referring to, what Karen loves so much, that show, the fireworks. What's the name of that?
Witches.
No, Witches.
Harmonious.
In Epcot. Harmonious is going away. That's what they say. So fans' favorite Harmonious, because everybody loves Harmonious, is going away because they're going to do something for that 100-year celebration. So when they mean about the Walt the Dreamer, is basically they mean this statue is going in front of Spaceship Earth, and it was unveiled on D23, and this is the same statue that they're going to put in Epcot. So anybody that went to D23 and was able to walk through this section was able to already take a picture with him, which is outstanding. Moving right along. Tiana's Bayou Adventure. So they talk about now, okay, we're definitely moving forward, eliminating Splash Mountain. Imagineer joined Josh on stage and discussed the late 2024. Again, 2024. So is it going to open on 2024? What late in 2024 are we talking about? Coming to Disneyland and Walt Disney. Are both rides shutting down at the same time at both parks? That's basically what it went down. Now the good news is that they gave us great news, saying that several members of the original film cast will return to lend their voices to the attraction, and that includes Tiana, Naveen, Louis, and Mama Ori. Which is weird because at one point Mama Ori wasn't even part of the concept art.
No, she has to be. She's iconic.
So, all right. Then we move to Disneyland Park again. So they said that Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway will invite guests into a cartoon world where toon rules apply, and Mickey Toontown will step into a new area of inclusive experience for families of all ages when it opens in early 2023. My guess now is that because they said that they're rolling the 100 celebration in January,
that'll open.
They're pushing this project to open for the celebration. Now, I was able to talk to one of the Imagineers that they were present that day, and what they told me is it's a little bit different than Florida. It does have more movies, and they unveil also. I don't think they have it over here. The actual poster is different, so it looks more cartoonish. And also, they said that the storyline is a little bit different than Florida.
That's good.
So I got excited to hear that. I said, "Hey, I'm coming to Toontown no matter what."
Well, it's another ride that we have that would be different here and there. So
they announced this, got a lot of people excited. The return of Run Disney at Disneyland in 2024. That was pretty cool. They also announced that the portals will be opening at Downtown Disney. And basically, what Karen asked me, what is Portals? So Portals for California is like Gideon's for us in Florida. It's like a bakery that is very popular, that is from, in this case, Southern California, and a lot of people love it. So
check it out when we go.
When they announced this, a lot of people were pretty excited. So they also shared the first look at the Din Tai Fung will look in Downtown Disney. This family restaurant will bring flavorful Chinese cuisine to the area where guests can enjoy dishes served family style and creative space. Now, Karen, as I was walking through Downtown Disney, I did notice that compared to our Disney Springs, it's lacking a lot of restaurants though. They don't have as many kind of like restaurants like we do.
Bites, like.
Yeah, or restaurants overall. They do have restaurants, but not as many as we do. I mean, now you cannot. Well, Disney Spring compared
way
to
smaller.
Downtown Disney. This is Downtown Disney. This is Disney Spring.
Yeah,
so
yeah, you can't compare.
I think we have over 20 some restaurants. But
I don't know. I just I like Downtown Disney, and it has so much like greenery, kind of like a lot of trees. I just hope they don't like demolish all that, just to keep adding stuff, because it has a nice feeling in Downtown Disney.
According to all these concept arts, a lot of it is actually bringing more green.
I hope so. I enjoy Downtown Disney just because it seems more like you're walking out. You know what I mean? Like you don't feel like you're just like in a mall kind of thing.
Now, this was also surprising for many. The progress is continuing and reimagining of the Paradise Pier Hotel to Pixar Place Hotel. That's what it's going to call Pixar Place Hotel. This will be a place where you will feel as though you've stepped into a Pixar art gallery featuring new interpretations of favorite Pixar pulls.
She just called it Pixar Hotel.
So already you're seeing where this is gonna have like a splash zone.
Nemo thing.
Yeah. And basically what I'm understanding is that they're trying to bring it very upscale. So a room of Pixar Hotel right now, the Paradise Pixar Hotel runs between the $300 to $400, right? Currently.
I think so, yeah.
So
imagine if they do it upscale.
Based on some of the concept art that is being shared, being that is that upscale, they're bringing it up there to that $500. They're bringing it like to that Disneyland kind of pricing.
So you mean Disneyland's not gonna have a value resort per se?
Correct.
Right? It's all gonna be deluxe.
They also announced that in Disney California Adventure, Pacific Wharf now is gonna be reimagined.
Reimagine as San Francisco.
San Francisco. I cannot even say that word.
I got you, man.
From Big Hero 6. Now, being that we were at DCA, Disney California Adventure, we kind of saw this image and then we walk in front of Pacific Wharf and we're like, dang, that makes sense.
It's gonna look cool.
It does make sense.
Yeah.
The pilot doesn't make sense to me, and maybe I'm wrong. I didn't know that Big Hero 6 is that popular.
It seems like it is. I think it's coming more and more, getting more.
Hey, Angela, hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. Had a blast, by the way, in your Saddle Town.
Yes.
Loved it. Loved every single minute of it. I cannot wait to go back to the West Coast. I'm already having withdrawal symptoms. But anyway, this does make sense how it looks like now. I don't know how locals are taking it. I could see, you know what I mean?
Right,
I don't know how
the love for the worth.
Well, as far as I know, since the California Adventure was built, or even before they made it Disney California Adventure, this Pacific Wharf has not been touched at all.
Ooh.
So it's like one of the things that is original to the park.
Ooh.
How are the locals taking it? I don't know. I don't want to speak on their behalf.
Yeah.
Now, from my standpoint of view, it looks kind of cool.
I just now I don't see how that Mexican place makes sense in that area. Like
the Cocina Cucamonga.
Yeah. I feel like all that should be more San Francisco, more like themed.
I
That
know.
whole section should be themed.
But I think they're gonna make a lot of people mad if they touch Cocina Cucamonga.
Well, they can move it.
Because as far as I know, people love that restaurant. And then we tried it.
It was
Rightfully,
good.
it was really good. It was really good. Rightfully so.
It's one of the few meals that we had on the park section. Like one of two.
Yeah, that I did not record, by the way.
Yes.
See, I'm being held up here harshly because I record and never stop, and then that part I didn't record. There was two dinners that I did not record. I'm proud of myself.
I'm proud of you too. I'm glad it didn't fit into the theme of the video that we were doing.
Oh, because that's
that was Oogie Boogie.
That's the night we were doing Oogie Boogie. I get it. So, anyways, this is coming for Disneyland California Adventure. The one that surprised the heck out of everybody was the expansion to the Avenger campus. They basically said that they will bring you into a multiverse with a third attraction with a brand new story. When joining battle with Avengers, you never know what foes you face anywhere and everyone. They say basically in this part you're gonna be facing King Thanos, and people were like, "What?
Who's King Thanos?
Who the heck is King Thanos?" You know, only a few selected people knew who King Thanos is because A, you pay attention to the movie, B, you read a comic book, and C, because you follow it.
Right.
So in case you don't know who King Thanos is the Thanos that actually beat all the Avengers. You remember that Thanos that I think it was on the Avengers Endgame, the one that sat down on the throne?
Oh, makes sense. Yeah.
That one that Thor ended up killing because he was down and depressed. Yeah. That's King Thanos, by the way. Because remember, he made half of the humanity disappear.
Right.
He's the most powerful being in the world, and so he's the king.
Right.
Self-proclaimed king. Therefore, he got depressed because he didn't have anything to just chase. Not anymore to fight for. So that's who King Thanos is. So apparently, we're gonna be battling or helping battle King Thanos from multiple characters from the multiverse. Yeah, because you see how many Spider-Mans you see?
Seems like all of them.
Well, you see multiple Spider-Man. You see Captain. You see the new Captain over here. You see She-Hulk. You see Miss Marvel. You see the Hulk. A different type of Hulk. Yeah. Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four, Doctor Strange. Sorry. So you see, it's a multiverse. So that's who you're gonna be helping. I do have the feeling, okay, judging by this vehicle, it has to be something like a Transformer or something like that, Karen.
Yeah, the Simpsons Transformer.
Like our Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man here in Island of Adventures, maybe.
Yeah, probably. It'll be a 3D. Yeah, I would say so.
It
has to be like a 3D where you're
in a vehicle and you're fighting through.
Yes, I would say so. I'm
just judging by this vehicle. Is it a vehicle? Is it a boat? I don't know. This is the first time that they unveiled this thing, so nobody knows. Juan Antonio, the king, was Black Panther.
He will always be the king.
Yeah, he was. What's going on, Juanita?
He didn't do the Hola, we back.
I know.
What happened?
King Thanos. All right, Marvel Studio President Kevin. I laugh because Kevin is a fish. Feige. Also makes a special appearance and shares the exciting update that Incredible Hulk will appear in Avengers Campus starting this week.
Of course.
So of course we laugh. Who knows? Tomorrow he may show up. He didn't show up today. Tomorrow he may show up. Okay. The reason why I'm laughing in a nice kind of way, I'm not making fun, is because Kyla was dying to meet Kevin Feige. I can never say his last name.
Ask Kyla.
So Kevin Feige, he's basically the man, the top chief of the Avenger, not the Avengers, of Marvel. Okay, he's the one who makes all the decisions and everything. You know, the top dog. Kyla was dying to meet him, and then Karen says to us, "I could swear that I've seen him multiple times in our hotel." And I think you saw him.
I'm pretty sure I saw him like 3 or 4 times just walking up and down the lobby when Kalo and I were chilling around. Like we were doing a video about the resort, and I'm pretty sure that guy walked by us a few times. Because I was like, that guy seems familiar. I wonder where he's from. And the whole time I had just dressed like that, like a baseball cap the whole entire time, and just like that. And I told Kyla, and then she got a little upset. And then we camped the lobby a few times.
Yeah, Kyla did not want to move from that lobby.
But no, she never saw him. I saw him, I think.
Yep. So
it was fun. She saw a lot of other people that we didn't see.
So Kyla did see a lot of people. She met some celebrities here and there. I'll post that later. But she wanted to meet him.
I know.
She would. I mean, I don't blame her.
She said in 2 years. She's already planning to go to the next D23. Like we haven't even mentioned that we're gonna go to the next D23, and she's like, when we come in 2 years, we'll probably meet her.
She said we are.
See,
Kyla, for that we gotta stay in Grand California. If you want to meet all these celebrities, they're not gonna stay in just some small hotel. Oh, here we go. Oh, I poked the bear.
She came in stomping too.
Kyla, if you want to go,
I heard that you guys have been talking about me.
If you want to go,
we're talking about Kevin Feige.
Is that how you say his last name?
Yes.
Feige.
Kevin Feige.
Feige or Feige?
Feige.
Feige.
I'm sorry.
So
the level of disrespect.
So if you're planning to go in 2 years, we need to stay in Grand California, which means
Does that mean I need a job?
You need a job, or we cannot be spending too much money on you.
I need a job then. I need a job because I want to meet Kevin Feige and be like, oh my God, such a... No, I'm not going to be able to speak. If I see him, I'm like,
and are you going to wake up at 3:30 in the morning so we can make it to his...
Yes. Do you see what we missed?
You missed that. I offered it.
Says the guy, I've been editing all night. Like, I got 1 hour of sleep. Like Kyla, I need my coffee. You don't understand. Okay, Dad. Okay.
Moving right along.
I just embarrassed him.
They also announced that starting in mid-November, this is cool. This looks super cool. Mandalorian and Grogu will be walking around the I almost said the Avengers campus, Galaxy Session Disneyland. Now, this is where Kyla said, "Why in Disneyland? Why not in Florida?" So,
okay.
Okay.
Juan Antonio said that at the end of the ride of the new Avenger, we will disappear because we're gonna fight King Thanos.
He's gonna go.
I want to go to all the way back. 2 years, Juan Antonio.
We should make a big group to go to California.
2014. I mean 2014. 2024.
2014. We're going back in time.
You gotta next. Well, that was another thing. We are anticipating that D23 is gonna be on 2024, but they never announced when they're gonna go. They're gonna do it.
No. It has to be in 2024.
Kyla, let me explain you how expos and seminars and all that thing work.
Okay.
At the end, they say to anybody, we're planning to come back on the next expo will be on, let's say,
blah, blah, blah.
Yes, November 1st of 2024 all the way to November 3rd.
Okay.
Tickets will be on sale or tickets will be on pre-sale starting today at 5 o'clock.
What the heck?
That's how but they didn't do that.
No.
They didn't announce it. Nobody knows. I mean, everybody's saying it's 2024 because it's every other year.
The chances of me meeting Kevin Feige is now more slim.
I don't know.
Maybe he'll be in the new Pixar hotel. Pixar Place.
No, he won't, because I have nothing to do with Marvel.
How do you even say that?
Pixar Place Hotel.
Pixar Place.
They should just go.
How do you like D23, Kyla?
I loved it. It was super cool. I got to meet so many people. I felt. What's it called?
I don't know.
Wow.
How do you feel, Kyla?
It felt super cool, and it felt like I was supposed to be there.
Oh.
You were in the right place.
Yeah. Because there's some stuff that I'm just like, I don't feel like I should be here. But that was really it was so cool, and I geeked out so much. I was like,
you geeked out a lot.
Sorry, I geeked out so much. Like I didn't think I was even possible for me to go that geeky.
To go that geeky?
Yeah, that should be a new catchphrase.
Be that geeky with me.
Be that geeky
with me.
Anywho,
be that
geeky. One of the things that they announced was in Disneyland Paris, as part of the grand finale of the 30-year anniversary celebration, the new stage show Pixar We Belong Together will debut next year. So that was one of the many things that they announced.
Only two things for us.
Well, Blue Sky. We got Blue Sky. We have Zootopia.
But that's like gonna be in 2027. Like
it's Blue Sky that we don't even know.
I might be married by then. Like
whoa.
So in other words, this is basically a timeline of the things that they announced. So they announced they started on 2022. Oh, that was another thing. Fantasmic returned. They never even announced when Fantasmic was returning here.
And you'd think they would have done it because the commercial came out right before D23, where that girl, like the custodian's like stepping on the thing and the lights pop up.
Yeah.
You would think that was like a hint that it was going to be announced during D23.
So this is their timeline. So a Disney Cruise Line for Australia, another one for New Zealand, Fantasmic Return, Believe Sea of Dreams, Lena Bell, which is the new character at
she had the Fox.
The mystery one.
Yeah, the 3 Asia parks. Guardian of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, that was here in Epcot. Disney Witch, the Hulk in Disneyland, Disney Me, Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser here in Orlando, the Avenger Campus in Paris, Eldora's Chic Boutique in Disneyland, Mandalorian and Grogu in Disneyland. And this is everything that's coming to 2023, which includes, Tron somewhere in spring. Tron somewhere in spring of 2023. A lot of it is Disney Sea Fantasy Spring. This is gonna be cool. And we're gonna talk about this in a little bit. No, I don't think I actually pulled it. Nope. So let's talk about the part that really upsets me too.
He's been upset the whole time.
Well, no, it shouldn't. It should be.
Guys, I'm not angry at all.
Today is September 14th. That means in almost 2 weeks, October 1st, what are we celebrating?
Epcot's 40th anniversary. I got you.
So October 1st, we will be celebrating Epcot 40th anniversary. And here's what they announced. They did announce that Figment will be returning to meet and greet sometime in mid-2023. You mind explaining to me if you want to just bring the most unique character that Epcot has, which it was part of, exactly what I think that the Walt Vision and all that. You want to push it to 2023 when in 2 weeks you're celebrating the 40th year anniversary, in which, by the way, was the only thing that has been announced for that 40th year anniversary, Karen? Some logo. The
logo.
If you follow us on Instagram, I did actually put the logo that they will be using, but I don't know if I have it anymore. But they finally came up with a logo, and
they went very retro with it.
And not only that, I didn't say the picture, but not only that, but they said today on some article that Epcot's 40th year anniversary, more information is coming soon. When are you planning to just put out that information? September 30th?
Yes. It's gonna be a surprise for everybody.
So Josh goes on stage and talks about Epcot's 40th anniversary coming on October 1st, and he doesn't mention anything. He basically say more information coming soon.
It's coming.
Soon.
So anyway,
we've made more of a thing about the Disney's 50th and then the 100th than we did for Epcot 40th. Epcot 40th kind of like sneaked in there, which it was Walt's dream.
Right. Epcot.
That was the last project. That was the last project that Walt worked on before passing away, and we have not done anything about it.
Yeah.
So Roy had to finish that project in honor to Walt.
And we're gonna honor it by not knowing what we're doing.
So the other thing that really kind of got me was that we're celebrating the 100-year celebration. We're gonna start it in Disneyland. We're gonna do a tour of the 100 celebration in different states, but we're not doing anything on the parks at all.
It's not coming here to Florida.
So the only thing that he said about Florida is what he's doing in Epcot. They're doing in Epcot, which is the night show later on 2023 or mid 2023.
Okay.
On celebration of that 100 year, but I feel that it's the 100 year of the entire company. I think every single park should have something special.
And all start on the same day.
Correct. So that whole thing went for me, went over my head. And I understand they should start it. They should start it maybe start it in Disneyland, but then take it from there. Not move it. Just do this, whatever you plan for Disneyland, and then maybe start something in Walt Disney World, maybe in or even on the spring. And then the summer do something else, and take, from that point on.
But you have a lot of parks because you go to Paris, you can go to Tokyo, you can go to Shanghai, go to everybody.
Yeah. So now they're just doing that in Disneyland, and then there's a tour that's starting in California, moving to other states. That's it. That's the only thing mentioned.
We're done talking about Kevin Feige. So you can
you can go. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Have a good night. Oh, no, we will. Okay.
Get ready for bed.
So that's basically the whole. There's a lot. There's a lot of things that they miss out, in my opinion. And I'm not the only one sharing this opinion because I talk to other fans and the disappointment. Don't get me wrong. There's certain things that are exciting, like what's happening in Disneyland.
The cruise line.
Yeah, the cruise line. what's happening in Disneyland, because Disneyland is getting some love. Some people are excited, but that's another thing. So you talk about what's happening in Toontown, but you don't give details about Toontown. Does that make any sense?
It was all very generic, like very on the top, very top, and didn't go to too many details.
It went very, very, very big, and fans are not appreciating that. They basically said that this was probably one of the worst theme park panels that they witnessed. And these are people that have gone through many, many, many D23. So, anyways, moving right along, there's a new Halloween foodie guy. They came out. Well, Disneyland released theirs. Theirs has been out now for 2 to 3 weeks, and finally, we can start the party early in August.
Right.
But the foodie guy doesn't start until October. So
holding true to Halloween.
Yeah, finally. So Epcot is gonna have some, and a lot of it looks amazing though. By the way, Disney Hollywood Studios is gonna have some.
Making money. Ooh.
I know, right?
Got my attention.
This is the most expected. What is it? No, it's a zipper. I mean, both in here and Walt Disney World and Disneyland. When this thing land, it's gonna sold out like quick. Everybody been wanting to get their hands on this. This is honestly, I believe this is gonna be like the Figment popcorn bucket. I'm calling it right now. This is some type of sugar cookie, but I like it. It looks pretty cool. So that's basically what they're showcasing for
pumpkin pie filled pastry tart.
I'll let you and Carlos try that. I have not been a fan of any tart.
You liked one of them.
Only one.
The guava one, I think.
So all that is coming on October 1st, Karen, in Hollywood Studios, just so you know.
Okay. I'll be at Animal Kingdom.
Well, in the afternoon, you're going to be in Hollywood Studio. I will be in Epcot.
Is there anything for Animal Kingdom?
Celebrating whatever 40th year anniversary they do in Epcot on October 1st. Yeah, your blog. Yeah.
Whatever they're doing, it's going to be amazing because we can't get it.
They're having something in Animal Kingdom.
The popcorn bucket?
The popcorn.
That's all we get? Come on. Seriously? I'm not buying that popcorn bucket.
No, it says, listen, available at Mahinde.
The feeding ground, corn ivory, and Trek snacks. So you're gonna give me 4 locations to buy the popcorn bucket. But that's all you're gonna give Animal Kingdom.
That's a very cute popcorn bucket. We saw it in Disneyland.
It's amazing, but we're not getting it.
And it glows in the dark.
We're not getting it.
This is what Disney Spring is getting.
Can I just go to Disney Springs?
It's available now. We should go.
Oh, okay.
All of this is available. You see, September 5th.
Pumpkin creme brulee.
Yeah.
But that's Amaretto. It's hard.
I know. Available through October 31st.
I know, but Amaretto is hard.
What do you mean it's hard?
It's hard to get stuff from Amaretto.
We got to go early.
Yes.
So, they also had these.
The ganache.
Well, the ganache. The problem with the ganache is so darn expensive. The chocolate is delicious.
Amazing.
Don't get me wrong. They're both Amaretto and the ganache. You cannot go wrong with that. Didn't they have this last year, Karen?
They did.
We tried it, right?
We tried those already.
And we tried some of these.
They're themed differently, but it's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same candy.
Did we try these?
No,
I don't think we found it last year.
Have it.
Yeah. So.
No, that's not a coffee. What is up with those little things now?
These?
Yeah, that's like the new rate.
Because that's in the marketplace next. That's
Jack Skeleton bubbly waffle sundae. That sounds good.
That's the stand that is across Market Co-op.
That sounds good. No, I'm saying that's like the new thing now. Like
they made that card to do these whatever.
Yeah, but remember the first time we saw it was at Universal.
Right. But now because they opened the ice cream, remember that stand used to be ice cream. and now they moved the ice cream to the back because they closed one. I forgot the name of the stand. It was a third-party company that was there. So Disney ended up taking over with their own ice cream. And that's what we ended up tasting not sangria. What was the name of that thing that we tasted? Anyway,
yes,
not too long ago. So this one is the one that is in front of Almost Rainforest Cafe. So what they did is that they converted this into that waffle thing.
That sounds kind of
all
good.
of this is available.
Do you see the ghoul juice? Oh, they have a ghoul juice too.
Yeah. According to Andrea, our
Foodie.
Disney for Foodie friend, she said that this is really good.
This is what?
This is really good.
It looks delicious. Sounds delicious.
And she also told me the one that Oogie Boogie was really good. This is really good too.
Oogie Boogie Dole Whip Nachos, pistachio soft serve whipped cream, raspberry bubba pearls, and waffle chips.
And see, we could also go to Bivoli
Gelato.
Gelato. Their ice cream is delicious. Mary says, Avenger Campus is still one of my memories. I need to go to Disney. Yes, you do.
You need to.
Avenger Campus is different. I mean, unfortunately, there's not much to do over there because there's only, 2 rides per se. Not even one ride, right?
True. Well, the Guardians one's right outside.
Right. Okay.
But it's still part of it.
So you got Guardians, which is like the Tower of Terror.
It's Tower of Terror.
And you got Web Singler, which is Spider-Man. And then, but it's wicked cool to see all the characters.
That feeling, as soon as you walk in, you start hearing the music. It's amazing. But you have I think that's a part of a park where you just have to stay there for a bit, so you can see the characters come out, you can see the Wakanda warriors come out. But it's something that takes time for them to come out. So it's not something that you if you walk fast, you're gonna see it. So you have to plan to spend part of your day just in Avengers Campus.
Right. We gotta try this, Karen.
Oh yes, I mean we'll do it.
We need to go to Disney Spring and try some of this.
We'll do it, guys. I'll do it. I'll taste all the ice cream.
Some people are upset about this one.
I never saw it. So.
Disney Kite Tales ends in September 30. That announcement came today. Some people are upset. Some people like this. Some people just want to
I don't know.
They're like sitting over there or watching it.
I hope they do something with that area.
I don't know. And do we have anything else? Nothing as important.
Ooh, next drinks coming to the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, on Skipper Cantina.
Huh.
It's gonna have the first location is gonna have alcohol. Yeah.
Magic Kingdom it's no longer a drive. I used to like when I used to work at Magic Kingdom and people would come and ask me for alcohol and be like, sorry, you can't find anything here.
Right here. Some new beverage are coming to Magic Kingdom Park as
They gave in.
Skipper Cantina will now offer both the Jungle Bird cocktail and Golden Haze Margarita. You know what? And both of them sounds really good.
They sound good. You should try it.
Yeah. Also, look, in Liberty Tree Tavern and the Diamond Horseshoe, you will find the Gold Rush. So they're also... That's the beginning, people. That's the beginning.
Alcohol has landed at the Magic Kingdom.
Mary said, that's why I come to their life. She's learning with us. Alcohol has landed at the Magic Kingdom.
I enjoy telling people that there's no alcohol.
That there was no alcohol.
Especially when you just open your little kiosk. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning and people are already asking you for beer and alcohol. It's amazing to tell them. You gotta go to the Contemporary. Or go to Epcot.
So this is the part that he says, Karen, and nobody knows if they're gonna leave the barges.
Well, then again, why? If Harmonious is a lot better than the one in the Magic Kingdom. So
the Enchantment.
Yeah, why are you taking that away? And two, if you don't use the barges, what was the point of spending that much money on something that you're gonna scrap?
I don't know.
For that, you could have spent the money in actually opening Tron earlier or opening something else earlier.
So nobody knows if the barges are staying, leaving.
I hope they stay. I kind of like the barges.
So,
they enhance the fireworks, in my opinion.
Oh,
You're welcome.
On the first day,
Oh, yeah.
Bob Chapek opened with it's called Disney Legends, where they gave awards to some artists and some people that have basically impacted the community one way or the other. So when he opened and they presented him on stage, they were booing him like loudly, like you could hear.
He probably left. He probably went home.
I did not hear anything. So like, I don't know. I may be wrong, but when Josh D'Amaro was on stage, you would think that, Chapek will be around. You know what I mean?
I thought in years past they both kind of tackled it.
I thought
like
so.
He would open it, and then when it went straight into the actual stuff that happened in the parks, then he gave it.
No signs.
He probably got mad being booed. He said, "You know what? I'm leaving then."
Well, he was booed. The other thing
I don't need to be here.
The other thing I enjoy seeing, hopefully you guys saw it in the vlog, was watching Walt's plane.
That's always a cool sight to know that Walt was physically in that plane.
Yeah,
flying from California here.
Look at the difference. Now, obviously, this has been redone, repainted. I think Amazon is the one that paid for all of this, and it's going to a museum after that. After D23.
I mean, they made it because before, when it was in the back lot, it looked run down already. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so now it looks.
And this is what Karen is talking about. So it used to be back in the days, MGM Studios.
And that's still fairly new because the Tron stuff was up.
Right.
The Tron stuff was up. So that still looked fairly new. But when it was back there, you could tell it was an old plane,
It used to be, it was the studio backlot tour until 2014. The recent exterior repaint and finish work along the cross-country move of the aircraft was made possible thanks to the collaboration support from Walt Disney Imagineering. But yeah, whoever went to Disney Hollywood Studio or Disney MGM and did the studio back tour was able to see this plane. I remember seeing that plane.
It was cool, yeah. That plane's cool.
It sat over there for years.
And then they put it outside. They moved that plane quite a bit.
Yeah. So it was so cool to be able to see this. Actually, we got a picture in front of it. Yeah. I took a picture just of the plane, but we also they also give you a free picture. So I got it. I think I got. Well, I used that already. But anyway, that was kind of cool to see. And then what they did, they took things from inside the plane and put it outside as an exhibition. So, for example, you were able to see all of this.
That's cool.
Again, if you watched day one of D23 video, is in there. I enjoy seeing that. There is something about
it's very nostalgic.
The history of Disney that I really like. So there, day 3 of D23, we also signed benches. They came from Disneyland, I think. And anybody who signed those benches, it's obviously gonna be there as a memory, but they're taking that to the Walt Disney World Museum in Missouri. So Kyla was able to sign not once but twice. She did KKA as Cool K Adventures. Or KKS, I think she just did Cool K's. So that was kind of cool. But anyway, this is basically everything that we just went over. I'm trying to see if I miss anything. Now, if you watch that day 1 video, you will also see this. I think it was Disney Dreams or something like that. That area where they show all the new projects coming up. So we were able to show all of that. And by the way, 3 days ago, Mickey No So Scary Halloween was completely sold out. Now, you asked for my opinion. Everybody should spend money next year. Go to your Oogie Boogie Bash. Oogie Boogie Bash, the best Halloween event in Disney parks. I thought that people from California were like exaggerating. Nope. If I can, I will do Oogie Boogie Bash in Halloween Horror Nights every year. It was amazing. And on Monday, we're gonna have live stream on Monday. Do we have running? No, not running on Monday. So on Monday, when we do our normal live stream, then we'll go over Oogie Boogie Bash because it is an event that is completely sold out, and then we'll talk about Oogie Boogie Bash and what we like and enjoy tremendously.
And why did we didn't like nothing? We liked it.
There's a couple of things that could do better, but we loved it. Love Oogie Boogie Bash. Now, the pricing was a little bit up there because it was a special night for D23 members, but we had to pay.
That's the only day we could go.
That's the only day we could go, so we had to buy the
D23 special.
It wasn't even special.
Well, we got a character, not a
yeah, we got Zombie Captain.
Zombie Captain.
Which anybody that was in the live stream or watched the live stream was able to see Zombie Captain at the same time that we were able to.
After we took the picture, Carlos even said, "You jump in the picture." I was like, "No, I'm okay." And then I'm like, "Damn, I should have jumped in the picture." That was a pretty cool picture.
Y'all got me wanting to California.
Two people.
California is awesome. I love California. The only thing I regret is that D23 is so not regret it. D23 is so exhausting that between doing the horror nights and D23 got me so tired that by the time I went to the parks, Kyla and I were on the same page. We didn't want to do no lines. And on Monday, Disneyland was super busy.
Yeah.
The only long line that we did, it was for the Haunted Mansion. Spoiler alert, and that's a video that will be coming hopefully soon, because it has the overlay of the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Right.
But Kylie and I did not want to do no long lines. We were tired.
Kyla got mad every time we said, "Let's do a line." She's like, "I don't want to make any."
Yeah, the lines were long everywhere in D23. I saw most part of the live and it was super cool. I want candy. We left a whole bunch of candy.
We left candy in both the resorts. Like, we left a little bag with a thank you note. So hopefully they didn't throw it away, but we couldn't bring all that candy. Like, they're gonna charge us more for luggage just in the candy alone.
But Oogie Boogie Bash is, as I want to say, is probably one of my favorite Disney events out there.
It beats ours.
Loved it. I had a blast.
It covers different things, so I think if you have little ones that are afraid of the evil characters, then maybe Boo to You is better. But if you like all the evil characters, Oogie Boogie Bash is way better.
Oogie Boogie Bash is so popular that I think they usually sell out in like 2 weeks or less.
It's worth it though. Like, it's understandable why it sells out.
So on Monday, we go over the video of Oogie Boogie Bash, and I know a lot of you stay onto most of the live, but they're more than happy because after that.
Thank you, by the way, whoever was in the live. I know it was late.
I know, but right after the live, I think we had 7 or 8 more stops to do.
Yeah. So
it didn't stop there. So I mean, it was a.
We went all the way to the end of the party, like picking up candy, like. Yeah,
we closed the night.
Yeah, picking up candy.
We closed DCA, and they closed at 11. That's the only part.
I wish they kind of would have extended a little bit longer.
Had they kept it open until midnight, we would have been able to do
everything. Just about everything.
Not everything.
Like, just about everything.
But I could tell you on Monday we'll go over the characters that you could take pictures that are not part of the trail, because there's a bunch of characters. So we'll go over that on Monday, so that way you guys have an idea. But this California trip, man, it was
awesome. But then obviously it has us wanting to keep going.
But I'm tired, but in a good way.
Yes.
I would do it again.
Oh yeah, in a heartbeat, hands down. Even the kids would do it.
I would do it again.
They were kind of like, we were all upset when we had to come back, just because we would have so much fun.
Just do me a favor. Tomorrow, watch the video. Basically, we kind of sort of tell you what happened of what we almost didn't make it to California. It's not the best video. It's very short. It's like 10 minutes because we just share a little bit here and there. Just watch the video, hit that like button, just help us get some views on that one. And then on Monday, we'll give you more details about exactly what happened that almost made us lose our whole trip. But just know that Karen and I spent over 24 hours of sleep, awake. We didn't sleep until we got to the plane, maybe for an hour. Then we took another hour for a nap in the hotel. We did Halloween Horror Nights. Then we all got to the hotel, took a shower, blah, blah. I edited, I posted, went to sleep.
He actually went to sleep though this time.
But slept about what, 2 or 3 hours?
Well, more than you did for this Halloween Horror Night over here.
2 to 3 hours. Woke up super early because then we had
breakfast.
Spoiler alert, we got a video coming for a character breakfast.
We're glutton for punishment.
then we left, Kyla and I, to go to D23. At the same time that Karen and Kalel are doing a scavenger hunt in Downtown Disney. And then Kyla and I came back from D23. I think I edited another video.
Yeah.
And then we went to dinner. That dinner we did not record. It wasn't a big deal to record anyway.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until that night around 11 or midnight. Remember, the time change. It's 3 hours difference, so we're still trying to catch up from that, and we didn't go until like almost midnight to wake up the next day, and at least we slept a good 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah, we slept a little more.
To go and do D23 as a family, got out of D23, stopped by the hotel, and then go and did a Oogie Boogie Bash.
Right.
Until 11 o'clock, and so it was like constantly going, non-stop. Mary said that cupcake looks awesome. I always do like Disney themed food. I want to go to D23 too. It looks like so much fun. D23 was amazing. The D23 was it's an experience. When people told us that there are gonna be long lines, they were not lying. When I mean long lines, it's at least 45 minutes to an hour. Every single thing that you want to do.
Right.
It's lines, and that's why Kyla said, I do not want to make any lines. I want to go to the parks, but if it's too long, more than 20 minutes, I don't want to make it.
Right.
And she was right. And then I told Karen, let's buy Lightning Lane, but by the time that we look into it, Lightning Lane was already sold out.
Right.
And we're like, whatever, I'm not going to spend, because Lightning Lane in Disneyland is $20 per person, so it would be $80 just for the 4 of us. So no, we're done spending money.
And it would really just be for like Haunted Mansion, like.
Yeah, but y'all gonna like that Haunted Mansion overlay. You're gonna love it.
Yes, you are.
So anyway, guys, it's 10:30 already. Over 2 hours of live stream. Monday we'll be back. Monday we're gonna talk about more theme park news. We will talk about Oogie Boogie Bash into more details, so that way you guys know exactly what we experienced. We didn't want to leave you without any live stream. So our apologies on Monday, because by the time that we made it to the hotel, it was already 8 o'clock this time. And we're like, yeah, we're not gonna make a. I wasn't gonna.
It threw us off. Yeah, we're over there, and then trying to keep an eye on the time here.
I want to basically do like have this kind of conversation with y'all today. So on Monday, definitely we will actually get back our regular time, 8 o'clock, and we'll talk more theme park news and Oogie Boogie Bash and whatever else we need to catch up on. And if you have more questions in regards to our trip, write them down and we'll talk about it.
It was fun.
Yep, super fun. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching Saturday and during the live stream.
Yes, thank you. I know that was late.
Who knows? We may surprise you someday if we go to HHN. I want to do a live stream from Halloween Horror Nights here in Orlando. At least in this person. So we may surprise you. Who knows? Because some of you said that you want more live stream from theme parks.
Right,
so
true.
we may do that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. We love you with all our heart. We appreciate all the support, and we'll see you in the next one. Don't forget, videos keep coming. Tomorrow, Friday, I got more. I got a whole bunch to release. So stay tuned. Bye, everybody.
Guys.